I always like to clear the air right away at the beginning of my presentations, because when you are a person who is always seen on the radio and television talking about the stock market and financing and investing, there's a logical leap of faith that people have that this guy must be some kind of financial planner or stockbroker, and the only reason, you know, this guy gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning and here he is at 6 o'clock at night doing a seminar, he must just be doing this to convince you all that I'm a wonderful guy and you'll all give me your money to invest, right? So I always like to clear the air at the beginning of the program and let you know that you can relax. I notice the ladies are holding onto their purses extra tight, and the guys have one hand on their wallet to make sure it's still there. I am not a financial planner. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm a journalist. I spend all my time doing radio, television, and print work. So that's all that I do. I don't have time to be a financial advisor. In all fairness, though, in full disclosure, I was a stockbroker for 15 years. I'm in a recovery program now, and it's going pretty well. I take it one day at a time, and it's going okay. So what you're going to get from me, folks, what you're going to get from me is totally impartial and unbiased information. I don't have a horse in this race, so I'm here to just give you information, and I'm not going to try to disguise my opinions about stuff. I will shoot straight from the hip, and that's why I love the questions that we get, because so often I think people are kind of suspect of some of the information that they're given by the financial community, and what I try to do is make sure that you're making smart decisions, and we're going to show you some websites that will take you through the process and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk, I'll just talk for a little while here about some of the things that I jotted down some notes coming in about, well, not coming in, I didn't know while I was driving, but before I came in, that would have been fun. So I'm just going to go over a few things about this whole retirement planning thing and using retirement accounts and stuff like that. As long as I can remember, retirement planning has always been what's considered a three-legged stool. I don't know if you've ever heard that expression before, but a three-legged stool. One leg is your Social Security benefits. The other stool would be benefits you get from your employer, which would be, you know, a pension program or something like that. Unfortunately, those pension programs are becoming fewer and fewer, and they're being replaced. Those are often referred to as defined benefit plans. Well, what they're being replaced with now are defined contribution plans, 401ks, 403bs, and stuff like that. And then the third leg of the retirement planning stool would be your own personal finance and personal investments that you make just on your own, not through a retirement plan or anything like that. So you've got Social Security, whatever kind of program your employer is providing you, and then your own personal savings. And if you make a commitment to that, you're probably going to be okay. By the way, did you see the story about the guy that I should have brought more information with me. I didn't think I was going to talk about this. A guy back in the Midwest somewhere passed away end of last year. And this guy had spent his life working in a gas station. Okay, that's what he'd done. He basically had worked in a gas station. And when he died, and this guy was just as humble and down-to-earth person as you'd ever find. When he died, they found out that he was worth almost $10 million. Okay? And how did he become a millionaire 10 times over? He did it by making good investments in great American companies and holding them for a long time and reinvesting the dividends. Simple as that. He didn't do anything extraordinary. And boy, I'm really getting gloomy here for a second, but another person who I just unfortunately found out passed away at the beginning of this year, Dr. Tom Stanley, wrote the greatest book about personal finance that's ever been written, and it's called The Millionaire Next Door. Okay? And it's all about that person on your block that could live right next door to you, and maybe just drives a 2007 whatever, has lived in that house for 25, 30 years. Owns his own business, and has a couple of kids and stuff like that. But because that person leads, and this is the key word of The Millionaire Next Door, leads a frugal life, has become a millionaire. Because none of us are ever going to save $1 million. I mean, you can say, okay, I'm going to take $100 out of every paycheck I make, and I'm going to put it in savings. Okay. Well, you do that, and you'll probably, by the time you're ready to retire, have maybe $100,000 there, maybe, okay? But people that are millionaires become millionaires because they let their money work for them. And that's what investing is all about. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But it's really the growth of your money that will make you a millionaire. And again, that book, The Millionaire Next Door, probably one of the most boring books you'll ever read in your life, but the message is loud and clear, and it's worth pursuing.